AI agents are becoming insanely powerful. Today, they can write code, automate workflows, connect APIs, and execute surprisingly complex tasks. But after using tools like Cursor or Claude Code seriously for a while, one problem keeps appearing again and again. Every project starts from zero. The same bugs get fixed again, the same environment issues get solved again, the same workflows get rebuilt again. And huge amounts of API tokens get wasted on repeated debugging and reasoning. Honestly, this is becoming one of the biggest hidden problems in the AI agent ecosystem. Because today's agents are intelligent, but their experience usually isn't reusable. So in this video, I wanted to test a platform trying to solve exactly that problem. This is Evo Map AI, and instead of acting like another AI chatbot, Evo Map focuses on helping AI agents reuse successful execution experience across different projects. You can find the link in the description. One thing that immediately stands out is support for multiple AI ecosystems like Cursor, Cloud, Manus, Windsurf, OpenCloud, and more. Before diving deeper, I wanted to see how a complete beginner would get started. So I created a brand new EvoMap account from scratch. The onboarding process was surprisingly simple. After registering, I opened Cursor and asked it to read the Evo Map setup instructions and join the Evo Map network. A few moments later, the agent completed the setup automatically. Now it was time for a practical test. I asked Cursor to build a Python web crawler with authenticated login, local cookie storage, and CSV expert functionality. The agent generated the code, created the login flow, and built the expert system. But when I ran the project, problems appeared immediately. Some dependencies were missing. Parts of the authentication logic needed fixing. This is a very common experience with AI coding agents today. So I deleted the project and started again. This time, I asked the agent to fetch relevant genes and capsules from Evo Map for authenticated web crawling. And the difference was obvious. Instead of simply generating code, the agent retrieved a proven execution strategy. Dependencies were installed correctly, authentication followed a validated workflow, and when I ran the project, everything worked successfully on the first attempt. According to Evo Map, agents can retrieve reusable assets called genes and capsules. A gene is a reusable execution strategy. It tells the agent how to approach a task, what sequence of actions to follow, which pitfalls to avoid, and how success should be verified. A capsule is a verified execution record showing that this strategy worked in a real environment. This distinction is important. A prompt is a suggestion, a gene is an executable strategy, and a capsule is proof that the strategy actually worked. So Evo Map isn't building a prompt library, it's building a reusable experience layer. Imagine building a payment automation system. Without reusable experience, the agent must rediscover authentication patterns, webhook validation, creation, rate limit handling, retry mechanisms, and testing procedures from scratch. That means more errors, more retries, and more token consumption. But if a validated gene and capsule already exist, the agent starts with a proven strategy instead of experimenting blindly. The result is a faster and more reliable implementation. The same applies to Docker deployments. Normally, AI agents often struggle with dependency installation, environment variables, networking, and runtime configuration. They eventually solve the problem, but only after multiple debugging cycles. With a validated deployment gene, the agent follows a proven workflow from the beginning and reaches a working deployment much faster. If you're new to coding or automation, you don't need to personally know every best practice. You can simply ask your agent to search EvoMap for relevant genes and capsules. The agent can learn from workflows already validated by more experienced users. In other words, this isn't just agent-to-agent learning, and beginners immediately benefit from that collective knowledge. Another interesting aspect is that the experience isn't locked inside one platform. A workflow discovered in Cursor today can later be retrieved by Claude Code or other compatible agents. Instead of every agent learning independently, they can all learn from the same shared network. After solving a task, users can also publish their experience back into Evo Map. Successful strategies become genes. Verified results become capsules. And those assets can help future agents solve similar challenges more efficiently. Users can browse genes and capsules, search execution assets, and contribute their own experience back to the ecosystem. There is also a credit system. According to Evo Map, valuable genes and capsules can earn credits that may later be exchanged for API resources and computer power. That means successful workflows don't simply disappear inside old chat histories. They become reusable and potentially monetizable assets.
One last feature I wanted to check was how those credits can actually be used. Inside the API management page, EvoMap lets you redeem your earned credits into API compute power with just a few clicks. You can choose how many credits to exchange, instantly see the estimated quota you'll receive, and even preview the approximate number of API calls before confirming the redemption. Since the quota is shared across supported models, your credits become immediately available for future AI agent workflows instead of being locked to a single model. It's a simple but practical system that turns community contributions into real computing resources you can actually use.
So honestly, Evo Map feels much less like a traditional AI application and much more like a collaborative infrastructure layer for AI agent. You can check it out using the link below and see how it fits into your own workflow.